Hi everyone, this is Hawaii's Pickle Lady. Today I'm going to show you how to make Chinese turnip cake. It's called lo pak go. And it's the turnips, they're not really turnips, they're actually radishes. So you have to use this oriental type of what they call daikon. It's long and white like this with green tips. And I use about 1.5 pounds. So first of all, I'm going to saute the ingredients, the inside of the turnip cake. So I have here 3 pieces of lapchung, the Chinese sweet sausage, that I've cut up into pieces. And I'm going to saute it a little bit until a lot of the oil comes out. And then I have dried scallops, which look like this. Just saute this on low for a few minutes until a little bit oil comes out. Now the scallops like this are very hard, so you have to soak it. I actually soak 1/4 cup of dried mushrooms and dried shrimp, and I took out the stems from the mushrooms and diced it, and diced up the shrimp too, and then I shredded the scallops. So I'm going to put it all in, and this makes the cake very very tasty because of all of these things. Now the scallops that I have are small, so I only use 3, but if it's bigger you can use maybe 1 or 2 pieces. Then I have 1 tablespoon of garlic, fresh garlic, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, and 1/4 cup of green onions chopped up. And that's your filling. So I'm going to put this in a bowl, set it aside. Now there's very little oil at all in the wok, so I'm just using the same wok. And now I shredded the daikon, which is about 1.5 to 2 pounds that you can use. Just pour it in the wok. And then the water that I use to soak the vegetables, I save it here. So at least if you don't have enough, at least a cup of water. So I'm going to pour this in. Now I'm going to mix it up a little bit. It'll soften really well. Now I'm going to cover it and cook it for about 10 minutes till it's all wilted. Turnip has been cooking for 10 minutes, and you see how soft it is now? And it shrunk quite a bit. So now I'm going to drain it because we don't want all the water in it. And then I'm going to let it cool off and squeeze out as much water as I can. I want to mention about the daikon, or what we call the radish or turnip. Do not use the American type of radish. It's squat, it's white, and it has red tips. I used that once and it was so bitter. So you have to use this regular daikon that you get from the Oriental stores. The daikon has cooled, and I squeezed out the water to make 1 cup. If you don't have enough, you can add a little bit more water. So just put the daikon in the wok. And then put the filling in, all the meat and the vegetables that we sauteed. Mix it up. This is a very easy recipe. It's just that you have to get everything together and refresh the steps. Now to make the dough to hold it together, I have 1 cup of rice flour, and it has to be the Chinese type, no other kind. And 1.5 tablespoons of tapioca flour or tapioca starch. And then add 1 cup of the saved liquid. Mix it up real good until it's smooth. And sometimes you have sediment from the seafood. Now the flour mixture is smooth. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of oil, just regular oil. Half a teaspoon of white pepper. Chinese like to use white pepper so it doesn't make everything look black. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just mix this all up. And this will help to thicken the mixture. So now I pour it over the daikon and mix it all up. And it'll thicken in just a few minutes. Now I'm going to show you how to line the pan. I have here a kind of a thick pan, but I like to use a round 8 or 9 inch pan, but I don't have it. So this is what I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the bottom so it'll be easier to take out after steaming. So what I did was I cut a piece of foil, a little bigger than the pan, and then I fold it in half, and then in half, and then in quarters. This is a really good trick to line a pan. So this bottom here, put it in the middle of the pan. Okay, now I'm going to cut it on the crease mark. You can use parchment paper too, but not regular wax paper because it'll kind of melt or it's too soft, it won't hold. Okay, now you just open it up and you have a perfect circle, hopefully to fit in the bottom. And there we go. Now I'm going to grease the pan so it's easier to come out, okay? In goes the filling. Mix it up one more time. Okay, just smooth it out. This is a type of dim sum that you'll find in the dim sum restaurants, the ones where you sit at a table and the ladies come around with carts filled with all kinds of baked, steamed, and fried kinds of dumplings and little tarts. Now I'm going to put this in a steamer for 1 hour. I have one here that's already cooked and refrigerated overnight so it'll firm up. So now I'm going to turn it over. And let's see, hopefully it'll come out. And there you have it. Okay, now it's ready to cut. You can cut it any way you want. So I'm going to cut it in probably 4s. See how firm it is now? Now I'm going to pan fry them. I've put some oil, a little bit of oil in the pan, and I'm going to fry them until they're brown. Now to try it. Smells really delicious. Everything is well cooked, it's soft. The turnips are well blended. If you didn't know it was turnips, you couldn't tell it. So this is a good dim sum recipe. Try it and you'll like it. It's really yummy. You know, a lot of people haven't tried this in dim sum restaurants. The carts come around, but you say, oh, I'm not sure. But please try it. It's really yummy. And you can taste all the meats in it. The turnips are very soft. So it's an easy recipe, especially for older people to eat who have chewing problems and they can't bite hard meats. So if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button. And mahalo for watching. See you on the next video.